Bonjour à tous les amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui une petite visite que vous avez été nombreux à me demander chez Brabus en Allemagne, ce préparateur mythique avec Sven. Hello Sven.
Bonjour, welcome to Brabus.
Thank you so much. So today you're gonna make a little tour of the Brabus workshop.
We show you some facilities, not all of them.
Yeah, of
because
course.
we have some, let's say, research and development departments where we have some prototypes which just come in the next months. But we will show you a lot of interesting cars and content. What we're producing, handmade supercars up to 900 horsepower.
Perfect.
With all the inserts we can do, like handmade leather interior, handmade engines. So a lot of
Perfect.
craftsmanship.
A dream tour. Let's go guys.
Let's go. Let's start.
How many people work here at Brabus?
We are around over 350 employees here,
Okay.
which are working for the worldwide market
Okay.
for producing supercars. Yeah.
Okay, and as you said a few minutes ago, how many cars a year?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult, as I said, because as you see there, what we've seen before, the G-Class, he just wants to have the leather interior and some slightly modifications.
Yeah.
But then we have other customers, they want to have like Brabus G-Class, complete conversion with full aerodynamic package, 24-inch wheels, 800, 900 horsepower. It's a bit difficult because we're also selling those parts, yeah? So you can come to a local dealer like MS Motors in France. Yeah, you go there and you can buy a set of Brabus wheels.
Yeah. And maybe it's good to see just here because there are a lot of G-Class here in this alley, but also on the other one. I've never seen.
As everybody knows, the G-Class is now the car you want to have when you want to have a nice Mercedes or want to have the car of the cars.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of cars here. All what you see here is already sold.
Okay, sorry.
Most of the cars are waiting just for the conversion or just waiting for delivery.
Ok, perfect. Bon, toutes les voitures que vous voyez ici, elles sont déjà vendues. Il y en a à peu près, il doit y avoir sans exagérer, au moins 60 G63 MG qui sont soit vendus ou soit ils viennent ici pour être préparés.
Let's go in the workshop because we're working here mainly on brand new cars. We're using the best materials, we're having the best mechanics, and it has to be done in a clean environment.
Yeah.
And very special here. That's also for me something special because Brabus was over 40 years. We're just doing Mercedes-Benz, and we changed this 3 months ago. And today it's a bit different. We are doing also Porsche, the Turbo 911 Turbo S, and this is one of the first customer cars we're having here. And this now is getting modifications done by Brabus.
Yeah, nice actually, because you showed me a few minutes ago the results when it's finished, and it's quite impressive. And that's a Maybach?
Yeah, that's the Maybach S-Class.
Okay.
So it also get modifications. We are doing each S-Class,
Okay.
At the moment waiting now for the S63, another G63, which getting the White Star conversion, as you see. The colleagues here working
GLS.
on the GLS Maybach.
Yeah.
It's getting 800 horsepower in that case. So 800 horsepower means we are changing the turbochargers and it get an add-on ECU. But this could be also done by one of our premium dealers.
Okay.
So we can sell, send the turbines, turbochargers to the dealer and the add-on ECU board. And this guy is getting also a full leather interior. What means full leather interior means that we really take the whole interior out from the car.
You remove everything?
Everything. As you see, they're already working. The headliner is back in the car in orange now. So you really need to take a look inside here of the car that you see how deep really the modifications are.
Yeah, it's not just changing a seat, it's like
No, it's not,
changing
we're not
everything.
putting only a cover on the seat and that's it. No, we're putting the whole interior of dashboard, door panels, flooring, everything.
A lot of work on it.
A lot of work, lot of work. Get new brake calipers in a different color fitting to the color theme of the car. Getting the engine upgrade, the exhaust. It's already modified here, as you see, with the big aluminium Brabus pipes, carbon fiber, rear diffuser. A lot of details on the car, and maybe on the end it will get some 24-inch wheels.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it still a 4-liter engine or it's
This
a
is still a 4-liter.
Okay.
Later on I will show you the rocket engine cars with 900 horsepower then. And this is with an upgraded engine then with new conrods, new pistons, new crankshaft.
Yeah.
A lot more. Yeah. The colleague here is putting in 800 horsepower performance kit. Yeah, so he's starting now on the standard engine.
Yeah.
Taking away the standard turbochargers. And maybe this afternoon, depending how hot it is, it will have 800 horsepower.
Okay. So in a few hours, you can make the job, actually.
Yeah, because they are trained.
Yeah.
They're trained. For a normal mechanic, it will be hard, but He have done, I think, 800 horsepower versions.
Yeah.
8 hours he used.
8 hours, ok.
Yeah.
8 heures. 8 heures pour faire la modification. C'est pas beaucoup. Hein. That's quite impressive. And this one is finished?
Yeah, this one is a nearly finished car.
Okay.
As you see, with 24-inch wheels.
Yeah.
Brabus White Star body conversion, so the fenders are much wider than the standard ones. Then we have the 800 horsepower upgrade, the brake calipers in orange, and then a full leather interior in orange as well.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we will see later on that orange and orange could be totally different. Yeah. Because some customers have a different understanding of orange. He said, I want to have this orange. I don't like the black stitching. I want to have another pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the piping. I want to have piping. I want to have the floor also done in leather. It's a lot of different details. I want to have carbon fiber in the interior. Some people said I want to have this glossy black.
Actually, you can change every little detail in the car.
Nearly everything. Nearly.
Except the buttons or something.
We do this as well.
Yeah, in carbon fiber, for example.
Carbon fiber would not work because it's lightning through the buttons.
Okay.
And that this will not work after that.
Okay.
But we have another solution for this. But I can show you this on
sure.
another car later on.
And for example, what's the cost of a preparation like this around?
I would say this modification in total would be around 200,000 euros.
Okay.
But complete with rear spoiler, 800 horsepower, 24-inch wheels, valve-controlled exhaust. Yeah.
All the interior.
All the interior. The interior is one of the major costs. Yeah.
There's another GLS around here. It's a Maybach also.
Yeah, we have lots of Maybach. They're changing each day, the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it depends what they're doing. Here's a white car
with white interior.
With white interior. Yeah. Don't touch. Just look. You know, it's that what I want to say. Yeah, because that's a difficult color.
Yeah.
That's really something you need to know what you're buying.
Yeah. Of course.
We delivered XLP last week.
Yeah.
With a white interior and a white exterior, completely in white.
For an XLP, that's difficult to keep the color inside.
Yeah,
clean.
but maybe if you just use it in sand, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you use it in mud,
it will not be
it would
very
be not
difficult,
the right underground.
Yeah.
So we're producing here based on the Maybach, based on the S-Class, piece by piece. Here another Maybach S-Class, another G800 with an orange leather interior. But here you see also the difference. This was a bit lighter orange.
Yeah.
This is a bit darker. Here the customer wants to have more carbon fiber. Here all the buttons,
the buttons
silver.
are changed, yeah?
They are now in shadow chrome.
Because are you the biggest car tuner in Germany?
I would say not only in Germany.
In the world, yeah, I think so. Because on my channel I visited a lot of car tuner, but actually every time the workshop was very tiny compared to this one.
Yeah, and if you see our engineering facilities as well, so we do a lot of engineering. We have an engineering workshop where we can't go in because there are prototypes right now. But I would say that what we are doing is not a standard way of tuning.
Okay.
So we are a bit beyond.
Okay.
So we are something between a
car maker and a car
manufacturer
tuner.
And a car modifier or tuner. As you see here, a very special car as well. In production right now, the wheels are still standard.
Yeah?
Yeah, but that's a 900 horsepower rocket conversion of the GLE Coupe.
GLE Coupe, okay.
Another rocket edition of the GLE Coupe.
Okay. And so when Brabus was created, it was...
Brabus was founded in 1977 by Bodo Buschmann, so the founder of Constantin.
Yeah.
Bodo Buschmann, the family, they were crazy about cars. The father had, the grandfather of Constantin, he had a Mercedes dealership. He was selling Mercedes-Benz cars.
Okay.
Yeah, and his son, Bodo, so our founder, was driving a sports car from Stuttgart.
Okay.
Very nice sports car. Today we can say it was a Porsche.
Yeah.
And then his father said, Bodo, we are selling Mercedes. You are sometimes working, beside his studies, he was working at the family business. He said, it's not good when you're parking with your Porsche in front of our Mercedes dealership here. Yeah, and then he said, here's your Mercedes. And Bodo was beginning of 20, sporty young guy and loved cars and said, And then he started to modify this car. And there comes the idea, and then the first customers have seen what Bodo have done with his own car, and they were asking. And there comes the idea, and in 1977, he founded the company. company.
Okay.
And there was a rule when you want to found like a limited company in German, it's called GmbH.
Yeah, GmbH.
Yeah, it should be more than one living people, so one person. So
Okay.
you can't do it alone. And the standard usual process was you ask a friend.
Yeah.
He had 50% shares, you had 50% shares, and then you brought the 50% shares back from him.
Okay.
And his name was Brackmann, so B-R-A.
Yeah.
And then B-U-S for Bushman.
Bushman. Yeah. So
Brabus.
Brabus.
And that where the name came from.
Brackmann.
Yeah, and today
Bushman.
in Japan they say Brabus, in France they say Brabus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in Germany you say Brabus, and
Yeah.
the Americans say it in a different way, and it's a name which sounds well, we said. It's working well. The people which have blood in their veins, which have fuel in their veins, they're saying, yeah, Brabus. Yeah, you know, they know it, and that's the most compliment we can get, because that the people know us worldwide, and we're producing those supercars here since 1977.
And also some V-Class. It's a V-Class,
yeah. They're getting more like rear entertainment, some better seat covers, center consoles and things like that. Also modification on the bodywork later on, like the separation wall here.
Okay. Is there any
There's
glass?
Yeah,
it's
there's
a window.
Glass, and then you can close the window.
Okay. And can you get an armored vehicle also? Armored?
Yes, yes. We have a daughter company, Brabus Automotive. With Brabus Automotive, we are producing a Mooring version of the G-Class.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much for this?
It's nearly depending. Depending. So only the mooring is around 200,000 euros.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and here we have different machines. Now it's not running right now, but we are producing stitched leather. But here on that case, it's a bit different, because we are producing. Normally, you have just this kind of stitching, but here we can do it with thicker, so with thinner materials.
Yeah.
And we can do a lot of different styles then.
Yeah.
And we have now another machine where we can also do the perforation.
Okay.
This department will move next month.
Okay.
Usually they should, but as like always, it needs a bit longer. And
That's
they're
a nice furniture.
New machines. Yeah, we covered them. We don't want to have these boring gray cabins. And as you see here, so it depends really on the wish of the customer, what they want. This is for floor mat.
Okay.
Yeah?
Floor
so
mats.
that's a floor mat for the rear.
Okay.
So we'll cut it out here. Then they will put the logo here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then later on, the colleagues are here producing from this, like as you see here. These are in the yellow ones, and these ones in leather as a sample, to give you an idea.
Floor mats in leather. That's crazy.
But sometimes, you know, customers getting two sets.
It's beautiful. Regardez un peu. Ça, sont des sur-tapis qui sont complètement en cuir. Hein. Regardez plutôt. Là, on n'est pas sur un sur-tapis, un vulgaire sur-tapis de chez Feu Vert, avec le petit logo Brabus. La finition est incroyable. Beautiful.
Yeah, and each interior is really handmade, custom-made. We can emboss logos. Yeah, if you said, okay, we take this embossing logo, put it in the machine, and then you can emboss it. So it's more on the second view.
Yeah.
And if you want, you have a logo, we can put a tool like this for you especially.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
like my name or something.
Like your name, children's name or whatever. And on the end, then you have a piece of leather where the logo is embossed. Okay. Sometimes you also can do this with color. Here we come to a very special thing as well, as you see.
You change the color of elements.
Of the elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the side panels in the door, with the loudspeakers. That's from the G-Class. Yeah, this was
it's painted. Done. It's painted. Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it. Yeah. It's like a kind of clear coat. Yeah. So it's a translucent color.
Okay.
So
you can put the color you want actually. Yeah. It can be red.
Maybe we see some in red later or in the car. If you touch it, it's not a standard plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels very softer. This is for those plastic parts which are usually all black.
Okay.
Like this.
Like this one.
300, 400 pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is in green now.
That's a door panel. No.
That's the inner side of the door panel of the G-Class.
Every single little button.
Yeah.
Has been changed in green.
Everything. Yeah. The window openers. Just little buttons for the seat thing.
Crazy.
Tables. And here
even some special color.
They're fixing the seat now with a special Tiffany color.
Even the neck rest is in blue.
Made in Alcantara. And what you see here is also very special. That's what I will mention. If you want to do this by hand or by machine with your hand,
you will make mistakes.
You will make a mistake, and the corners will be not that exact like it is here. and also with the perforation.
Yeah.
As you see here, here's a perforation. Yeah, and underneath the perforation is another material which is gray.
Okay.
And this you can change also. So some
Okay.
people say, no, I want to have it in red. You
Okay.
know, then you have this shine through effect.
Okay.
Or
Underneath the leather.
underneath the leather. Here's
okay.
one piece which is really difficult.
That's a ceiling.
A complete ceiling from a car, the headliner.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you see, this is really huge. Yeah, that's
Okay,
from a
it is.
G-Class. Yeah, and there's already glue on it.
Okay.
And due to the temperatures today, it's a hard work because you have to really take care, because when you heat the glue, it
sticks.
It sticks. Yeah, as you see, you have a lot of different single pieces. You have markers here where to fix them together, and then he will do it by the machine. And on the end, if everything works right, you will have such a nice door panel
like this one.
ready.
Okay.
But it's a lot of craftsmanship.
Yeah. How many hours does it
Wie
take
lange
to?
brauchst du für eine TÜV-Verkleidung? For one door cover, up to 25 hours.
Whoa.
So viel Arbeit.
Yeah, because also the inner side is covered with leather.
Okay.
Yeah.
25 hours, more than 25
Yeah,
hours.
and
Crazy.
you know you have
For one panel.
for one panel. That's the reason why I said interior is the
Yeah, a
major
lot of
job.
work. Yeah.
A lot of craftsmanship.
Whoa.
You know, here Ralph is working on a carpet, piece of a carpet.
Hello. Hi.
Now in leather, so the flooring. We
Okay.
change it from grey carpet to
These are the original
Dark.
parts from this G-Wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we have to
Piece
cover
like this here.
Okay.
this
so all
leather.
these parts you have to cover. That's a part of the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, also should be covered later with leather. Yeah, and this depends on the customer request. And he
And-
wants to have this design, the next one saying, I want to have another design.
And so how long does it take, for example, to change all these pieces in leather?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he will show you something else
Yeah.
we can do here, which is really interesting because when we cover small bits and pieces,
Yeah.
and there's a really good sample here
Okay.
for what we needed this.
Okay.
This is our leather we even don't need after production.
Okay.
You can test your original thickness here.
Okay.
It's 2 point, 1 point.
1.98. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's 2.2 millimeters.
Okay.
Depending on what kind of leather you're using.
Okay.
There's a knife inside this machine.
Okay.
We cut now the surface from the
It's a
leather.
belt knife,
Okay.
you know. It's
You
really
can
like
touch
a
it
belt.
and you feel the
Oh,
difference,
crazy.
yeah?
And
That's
why
crazy.
we do that as a sample? You know, this is a really good sample because now we have these beautiful, nice floor mat.
Maybe I have to show to the camera. Regardez un petit peu. Ils ont pris cette pièce en fait de départ et ils l'ont passée dans la machine. Regardez la différence d'épaisseur. Ça c'est la première et ça c'est la deuxième. Difficile à la caméra de montrer, mais on voit vraiment la différence entre les deux. On va vous
Why we
expliquer
do
pourquoi.
this? It's a really good thing to explain here because now you see this floor mat made in leather, everything is fine. Usually those buttons
Yeah,
are dark gray.
yeah,
Now you have this beautiful orange thing.
yeah. So you put this
and if you
on
want
the
to
button.
put this leather on this,
It's impossible.
it's impossible because it's too much material,
Yeah.
it won't fit,
Yeah.
and it won't look good on the
Yeah.
end. And that's the reason why we have
So
also
you put
this
this one.
machine.
Yeah.
And then we can cover this really with this thin,
Okay.
tiny leather piece and to perfect it. Also headrests here, these are done for the
Yeah.
headrest. Sometimes we have soccer players, they want to have their back number inside of the headrest. Also difficult when they change the team.
Yeah.
and the
You have to
number.
change the car and buy a new one, so it's
Yeah.
it's a good business for you.
Yeah.
Big
Wheels. Very similar design here
Yeah.
at the moment. Some in silver, but here you see difference. You
Yeah.
know, some people want to have also black,
Yeah.
but matte black.
Matte black,
with
yeah.
a glossy red stripe or with a matte paint red stripe. The next one want to have these shadow chrome wheels. Next one for the smart, a bit smaller.
Yeah, I can see that.
Only 16, 17 inch compared to 24. That's really a huge difference. Yeah. Here a new wheel design we are having, Motorblock Z4,
Yeah.
ZV. Yeah. And
Beautiful.
here's our warehouse at the moment.
Wow, it's huge.
Yeah, no. Far too small.
Yeah,
We have
really?
no space. We're getting a new building in 2 weeks. Hopefully they can start to move.
It's crazy to see that because actually when you are in France, you don't even think that Brabus has a big warehouse just for parts.
Yeah, but our thing
This
is,
size.
you know, we are not selling parts from anybody else. All
Yeah.
the wheels, all the parts we are selling,
Yeah,
we are developed and they are specially produced for us. So here we are producing those Brabus G classes named Rocket Edition.
Okay.
That means we take a standard G class.
What rocket means? I mean,
For Rocket for us was like, in the past we produced the first rocket was a CLS.
CLS rocket, yeah.
Yeah, we did some speed records for the fastest limousine in the world, so we did over 360
Okay.
kilometers with such a car, a four-door car, 2.2 tons heavy, and for us the Rocket is the pineapple really of the production of our supercars.
Okay.
And then we need to change because, as you know, the CLS is not existing like it was before, so it was not top of the range.
Yeah.
That was the AMG GT four-door.
Yeah.
And then we produced the four-door Rocket based on the AMG GT,
Okay.
which was just limited to a small number of cars and sold out immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we still had customers which were not amused that they didn't get one.
Yeah.
And then we said, okay, come on. The idea was to take this engine. Before it was a V12, now it's a V8. It's the most powerful engine we are producing. It's a V8 engine with 900 horsepower. We said, okay, why are we not producing a Rocket edition of the G-Class? So not the Rocket, but a Rocket edition.
Okay.
And with this Rocket edition, we said, okay, we built 25 cars.
Okay. Only 25.
Only 25, and we take some design themes
Yeah.
from the Rocket GT.
Okay.
And I can show this to you because it's
Yeah.
very nice, because we have the last Rocket GT car here,
Okay.
which is in production right now. And it really,
This G-Class is a rocket edition.
that's the Rocket edition and the GT there.
So how many units you have?
Only 25.
25.
Only 25. And
25 exemplaires seulement de ce véhicule. And this one the same 25?
no,
No.
no,
Not at all.
no. This is much more
Rare.
smaller number, rarer number.
Okay.
We just produced 10 cars, and really that was really a hard fight with the customers. That even the main customers getting a car, and we were not able to get a car for each customer. But on the end, now we have the Rocket edition based on the G-Class, and you see a lot of things from those cars, which are also on the G-Class. Yeah. So when we follow me here,
So how many
And-
horsepower you have inside?
900.
900.
900. So the leather interior is nearly finished here.
Okay.
Black and red leather interior.
Beautiful.
Also the whole carpet, the floor mat in leather, black carbon fiber,
Yeah.
shadow chrome.
Alcantara. And the wheels are 22 inches wheel.
Yeah, and what's very special on this car is it have a wider body.
Yeah.
The inner wheelhouse is made from Kevlar.
Okay.
As you see here, also in the front.
That's very
And one special thing which is only for the Rocket edition is the carbon aero disc.
Okay.
And this design is, if you look here, with all the flaps and rear spoilers and things like that, if you compare this with this car, you see a lot of similar things.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
have a the same wheel design with the aero disc again, and also the carbon fiber things are very similar here with the red accents the customer was choosing, and that's only for the Rocket edition. So this special fender flares,
Okay.
these flaps here. Yeah, the rear spoiler is special. It's completely different from the rear spoiler we are using for the other G classes.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and this is only made for those 25 cars.
And they are all sold out.
Sold out.
Okay.
You still have customers on the waiting list. But
Ok. Toutes
no
vendues,
chance.
toutes vendues les amis, les deux modèles que vous voyez là. 25 exemplaires pour le G-Class et pour la MG GT, c'est 10 exemplaires seulement. Elles sont toutes vendues. The wheels are very impressive.
And this is a nearly finished car with a complete red interior.
Yeah.
Let's have a look inside.
So that's a Rocket edition.
That's a complete Rocket edition.
Whoa.
This is just a recovery for the workshop.
That's impressive. We can see that the color has been changed here. All in leather, stitching everywhere.
It's covered here for the workshop, yeah. But
And the smell inside. You smell the leather.
yeah.
Even the headliner is beautiful. It's in Alcantara. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
So this is
What's just a question? What's the price of these wheels?
no, you can't get them. These wheels you can't buy.
You can't buy. Okay.
You can't buy because this is the aero disc.
Yeah.
This is just for the 25 cars of the Brabus Rocket edition.
Okay. So it's included in
And
the.
a standard set of the standard set of wheels of the monoblock Z with tires might be around 15,000 euros without the aero disc. The aero disc
15,000 for the four wheels.
with tires. 15,000 euros.
Okay.
But without the aero disc.
Yeah, yeah.
And here the next one, that's maybe where the front bumper is for. It's a right-hand steering G-Class matte black.
Okay.
And here also with the red pinstripes.
And
Your
what do you
exhaust
do with
pipe.
the previous wheel? If
We give it back to the customer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because most of the cars are also here just for the modification, so for custom things.
Yeah.
We need to take the takeoff parts. We need to give back to the country, for the former country, for custom reasons.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Yeah, but let's change for the building.
Yeah, sure.
Now working on it, as you see,
Okay.
we did a full restoration.
Okay.
Wait, before we got something off. Interior is still ready. So very, very special car.
Yeah.
This car is now waiting for a restored engine.
Okay.
So with such a car, we're using around 4,500 hours to get it redone in this perfect quality.
Okay.
And as you see here, each detail is done really like it was. All the melting points, all the screws, all the details, all these black chromed or anodized screws. Yeah, these are just a little bit of samples, you know, what we have done. The whole interior in the standard leather from the 60s and 50s, you know, and the special design with the seat covering, with the carpets, and it's still an old vintage car. So here you see the old vintage.
What's the budget for this kind of restoration? It's
depending on the quality of the car.
okay.
In total, such a car might be around 2.5 million euros.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on the base quality of the car.
Okay,
so
of
you
course.
cannot say a restoration costs
Yeah,
a
of
million,
course, yeah.
because it depends how good the car
Yeah,
is formally.
yeah. If
Because
you have to change
sometimes
everything, it costs.
We do everything. On the end, we do everything. But the question is, when you buy a car, are there all the parts there?
Yeah.
Are you missing parts?
Yeah.
Because some parts, like, let's say, you need a steering wheel, is far expensive.
Yeah.
You know, to get all those parts is difficult.
Okay. Beautiful. So when this one will be finished? In like
I would say in 2 to 3 months. Yeah, because it needed time to build up the engine, get a new rear axle. You see, a lot of parts are already here for fitting. Yeah.
It's funny because it really looks brand new, actually.
Yeah, it's like brand new. As you
brand
see,
new.
the in-wheel houses.
Especially when you see the rear, because the rear part is finished now.
Also, dashboard is inside, you know.
It's beautiful.
But it needs time. So for a 300 SL restoration, we are talking about 2 years.
It's a masterpiece. This car is like.
That's an outstanding car.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you see that this car had a top speed over 250 in the 50s, you know, that was the car, you know.
Yeah, it was like 500 kilometer per hour now.
Yeah, and it's you know, from in the past that they were driving, you know, people, very famous people, actors, racing drivers had such a car for everyday use.
Yeah.
You know, so very impressive, very
beautiful,
impressive. Very rare, very cool.
Wow. At Brabus, it's important to indicate to my subscribers that you have a restoration part for classic car.
Yeah.
Like if you come here with a Mercedes from the 60s, you can
60s,
modify the car,
70s,
renovate
50s,
it.
60s, 70s. We take those cars and make it from an old car to a brand new car.
Yeah.
But with the old technology.
Okay.
So it keeps the character. It's still a historic car. Okay. But it feels and it looks like it left the factory immediately after 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's a big flashback. Yeah. Like this one has been renovated inside?
This is completely.
Okay.
It's this customer also have the Pullman in the same color.
Okay.
So we have a large collection.
It's beautiful.
With the old 8-cylinder with the 6.3.
It's beautiful, beautiful. With all the chrome.
Yeah, and they have a large hydraulic system. Huh?
Yeah.
The windows hydraulic, the trunk. For a mechanic, the work is you have to be very precise.
Crazy to see that.
Here we can do really performance testing. We can do emission testing just slightly. Then we give it to a laboratory and. But we can see really here if the software from the standard car is changed, and we can do the software here on our car and change our performance upgrade as well.
So you have everything to develop a car from the standard version to a more powerful version.
And that's what it is, as you see in the car. No, it's not mounted here, but usually we have a Motec control unit to check the performance figures and things like that with GPS and things like that. We have a lot of engineers there doing the electronics He's producing the engine from each part. New Brabus turbochargers, as you see here.
So as you say, one man, one engine. That's why you have the name of the man who produced.
we don't doing this. The name of the chief engineer is on the, who had done the development is on there, but we know through the engine number who mechanic would have done what engine.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, because here Thomas is doing the new turbochargers for the 12900 conversion.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to measure everything. Yeah, every bit and screw he's using, he need to check. Yeah, and he had some papers where you have to fill out digital today. Before it was just on paper. Yeah, with all the datas, and he need to check this, and afterwards then he built it onto the engine. And as you see, we have a complete new exhaust pipe.
Okay.
We have a complete new turbine, which is much bigger, fresh air side and also hot air side. And so it's a complete new development from us, heat covering for this, specially done. Yeah, and then he built it up on the engine, and then afterwards, in the beginning, maybe this engine had 612 horsepower, and afterwards this one had then 900.
That's a V12?
That's a V12.
Big engine.
Oh, the old V12 was bigger, the M120 we were talking about, which is used for the Pagani and for some other cars, or for the W140, R129.
Yeah.
We did a lot of 7.3 liter conversions with 582 horsepower for those. Yeah, and here there's a nearly finished engine.
Whoa.
Next ones are waiting for modification.
That's for an XLP. No, this one?
You need to check. XLP? Yeah, you're right.
Am I right? Yeah.
XLP 900. Yeah.
So V8.
V8, 900 horsepower.
4.5 liter.
4.5 liter, yeah. From 4 to 4.5 liter.
Yeah,
the standard engine from an AMG 63 today.
Yeah.
And then completely modified.
Sven, thank you so much for this very detailed tour you've made with us. Now, what can I do?
Yeah, I would say only a tour is not enough. So you have to drive, you have to get the emotions in real, you have to feel the 900 horsepower.
Okay.
So, but let's maybe start with the cars we prepared for you. So we prepared for you the Brabus 700 based on the Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Okay.
Very exclusive, very new car with shadow chrome, full leather interior, 22-inch wheels, carbon fiber, aerodynamic upgrade, and then the really exclusive Brabus 900 Super Black Edition.
This one?
Yeah, that's this one with 24-inch wheels with a typical Brabus, you know, black, that's our color.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have to move to the next car because this is the 800 Super Black XLP, but we're giving you the 900 XLP, 1 of 10.
More powerful?
More powerful, limited edition, only 10 cars worldwide. Yeah, and that's the first car we produced a special wheel only for these 10 cars. Yeah, in that design, as you see here is inside of the center of the wheel, you can read it, Brabus XLP 900.
Yeah.
So that's the wheel, especially for the car, 900 horsepower, portal axles, so the go anywhere quick going pickup with full spec, Brabus full leather interior. There's nothing more to add.
Yeah.
So take the key.
Thank you so much. I am sure it's going to be outstanding and people will love it in France. I think that's the first time French media test this one.
Yes, correct.
Première fois les amis qu'un média français teste ça. So it's a big honor for me, and I am sure we're going to make nice views and nice videos with it. Thank you.
I want to see your smiling later on.
You will see it. Thank you
sure
so
you
much,
will.
Sven, and see you next time.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
Les amis, sur YouTube, c'est chaque vendredi à 17h, je diffuse un essai détaillé. Donc abonnez-vous, mais surtout activez cette fameuse cloche de notification pour ne pas rater des essais comme des essais de ce genre de voiture. Vous allez beaucoup aimer dans les prochaines semaines, je pense, parce que j'essaie quand même 3 Brabus dans les prochaines semaines. Pareil sur mon compte Instagram, Le Vendeur Automobile. Abonnez-vous à mon compte Insta, je diffuse beaucoup de contenu exclusif et d'actualité. À la semaine prochaine. Allez, ciao.